All right, so this video is going to be on basically religion, and I saw something in on Twitter, and someone was talking about a person running for possibly running for office, Mike Cernovich, and something like that, and they were saying one person says, "Well, he's not a Christian, so I can't whatever." And here's the thing: I don't really care if somebody is not a Christian or something like that. I don't care if someone is black or they're white, whatever. I'm looking at the policies, and in my frank and honest opinion, that's no different than a person that votes for someone based on races. If you vote someone for someone based on their religious affiliation, what does it really matter? If they're putting forth good policy, I don't really give a damn where it comes from. I don't care. If they're putting forth good policy, that's all that really matters. Now, what I will say is this: I honestly feel like when in the religious context and atheism and all that, it's funny because it literally takes faith both ways. Because I will ask a person that believes in God, say, well, prove to me that there's a God. And then, there is. Well, prove it. Well, there just is. Well, I ask an atheist. Well, prove to me prove to me there's no God. Well, there just isn't. Well, prove it. Well, it's a feeling. It's just that you have faith that there's no God. The same as we sit back and we talk and we laugh about people. They call them Bible thumpers, and they can't wait to tell everybody about God and Jesus and this and that. All the while, there's a bunch of atheists that do the same goddamn thing. A bunch of atheists do the same thing and sit back and say that they can't wait to tell everybody how there positively is no God. Can't wait to tell people that. How's that any different than this Christian that or that this person that can't wait to tell everybody about Jesus or about God? Why is that? The thing is that when we sit back and or you got a bunch of people that sit back and talk about all the negative things about the Bible and say, well, the Bible's this and that. And here's the thing: I'm kind of in the middle. I don't really know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything out there. I have no idea. I was raised in a very religious household. I'm not religious anymore, and I can't profess to be a person that's trying to live up to on that level of anything. So, but I will say this: I'm not going to sit back and act like the Bible isn't a great freaking book, an instruction manual for life and society as a whole. See, you sit back and you have these atheists that sit there and act like there's no good lessons all in the Bible. Just something as simple as treat others like you would treat yourself. It's like, if we, or let your yes mean yes and no mean no, or something like that is what it says. Can you imagine if people just did not lie? Can you imagine if people wouldn't lie? Oh my God, a lot of politicians all the politicians would just be awesome politicians if they just didn't lie, kept their promises. Not saying that I do. I wish I was better, but to sit back and act like the Bible does not have great rules about things is freaking nuts. It talks about making sure that you take care of your household, whatever. You taking care of your household and taking care of your kids and things like that. I mean, it says all these things. And when you talk about the prison, whenever you go and you talk about prison reform and prison and talk to all the prisoners, what's the overarching theme? The overarching thing is what? The father wasn't in a household. It's just a lot of things like that. So to sit back and act like, that the Bible is not it's not a good instruction manual for life or society as a whole is freaking crazy. There's a lot of stuff, Old Testament and things like that, that's a little wild. I get that, but as a whole, it seems like it's a pretty good instruction manual. So don't sit back and try to write it all off. just because of one thing or a couple things that you saw in there that you were like, oh, I can just discount this whole thing. And that's what it is. It's just that it's convenient to these people that want to knock something like that. Like I've said before, I don't need a politician, whoever that person is that Trump just got in there, that heretic. I don't know what the hell that woman is. That spiritual advisor or something. He really needs to not do that. That woman is a mess. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.